Welcome to your ultimate pit stop, Piston Pundit. The US-China trade war is heating up, with a 10% tariff on Chinese imports, and Beijing's countermeasures disrupting global industries. From automotive supply chains to semiconductor production, the ripple effects are immense. In today's video, we'll explore 7 key outcomes of this escalating conflict and how they might reshape international commerce. Buckle up and let's dive in. Number 7. Setting the stage. The 10% tariff sparks global turmoil. The US's 10% tariff on Chinese imports in early 2025 marked a significant shift in trade policy, aiming to address domestic issues like illegal immigration and fentanyl trafficking. However, the repercussions extended far beyond US borders, fueling global economic tensions. Canada and Mexico, already impacted by previous 25% tariffs, reacted strongly. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau highlighted Canada's crucial energy exports, while Ontario Premier Doug Ford called the tariffs a declaration of war, proposing boycotts and targeted retaliatory measures. The automotive industry, including giants like Volkswagen and General Motors, faced immediate challenges from rising raw material costs and potential job losses. Economists warned of a domino effect, with escalating consumer prices and strained global trade relations threatening long-term economic stability. Number 6. China's counterpunch. Critical materials and oil. China's response to US tariffs has been strategic, targeting critical materials essential for EV batteries and advanced technologies. By restricting exports of materials like lithium and cobalt, China disrupts US supply chains, increasing production costs and slowing innovation in industries like renewable energy and defense. Beijing has reduced oil imports from the US, shifting its energy strategy to favor suppliers from Russia and the Middle East, reshaping global energy markets and intensifying competition for US exporters. Additionally, China has imposed significant tariffs on specific US industrial goods, such as ethanolamine and polyacetyl copolymers, with rates as high as 76% to 97.1% in some cases. These measures aim to protect domestic industries and encourage local production of alternatives used in automotive parts, electronics, and medical equipment. These actions underscore China's strategy to bolster economic resilience and challenge US policies. Industries worldwide must adapt to these shifts, prioritizing supply chain security amid growing geopolitical tensions. Number 5. Shielding American EVs, the high-stakes tariff game. The US has significantly raised tariffs on Chinese-manufactured electric vehicles to 102.5%, aiming to protect domestic automakers like Tesla and Rivian. This move boosts the competitiveness of US-made EVs, but creates pressure on manufacturers to rapidly scale production to meet rising demand. Delays could hinder EV adoption, challenging the policy's effectiveness. Additionally, lithium-ion battery tariffs have risen to 25%, underscoring the need for a stronger domestic battery supply chain. With critical materials like lithium and nickel under scrutiny, the US is striving to reduce dependency on China's dominance in this sector. While these measures promote innovation, challenges like supply bottlenecks and higher costs persist. This turning point could either solidify US leadership in clean energy or expose critical vulnerabilities. Before we delve deeper, do us a favor and smash that like and subscribe button. This helps us reach more auto enthusiasts just like you. Now let's shift gears and steer towards our next point. Number 4. The Semiconductor Standoff. Securing US tech leadership. Semiconductors, critical to smartphones, defense systems, and modern economies, are at the heart of the US-China trade war. Tariffs on Chinese-made chips will double from 25% to 50% by 2025, reflecting US efforts to secure its technological edge and address national security concerns. The CHIPS and Science Act has spurred investments in US-based manufacturing, with companies like Intel and TSMC expanding operations, though these projects require years to mature. Meanwhile, China is rapidly advancing its semiconductor capabilities through government-backed initiatives and export restrictions on materials like gallium and germanium, essential for advanced chip production. This escalating race highlights the stakes of technological dominance, economic security, and the challenges of maintaining global supply chain stability in an increasingly fragmented market. Number 3. Europe strikes back, defending its EV market. The European Union has imposed tariffs of up to 45.3% on Chinese electric vehicles to counter unfair subsidies that disadvantage European automakers like Volkswagen, Renault, and BMW. This move aims to protect the EU's growing EV market and encourage local innovation. Additional anti-dumping tariffs, including duties on products like erythritol, further showcase the EU's commitment to fair trade and reducing reliance on subsidized imports. Aligning with the US, Europe seeks to secure key industries like automotive and renewable energy while promoting fair economic practices. However, higher tariffs could increase prices, slowing EV adoption and pressuring European automakers to innovate and scale production quickly. These measures reflect Europe's push for a more resilient and self-reliant EV industry. Number 2. Reshaping supply chains, the ripple effect. Tariffs are transforming global supply chains, particularly in automotive technology and medical equipment sectors. Critical materials like polyacetyl copolymers, used in fuel systems, gears, and medical devices, now face tariffs of up to 74.9%, forcing companies to reevaluate sourcing strategies and raising production costs. Major players like DuPont and Celanese face mounting competition from domestic Chinese manufacturers filling market gaps. Globally, countries like Japan and South Korea are ramping up chemical production to reduce reliance on imports, while US manufacturers are exploring reshoring despite high initial costs. These disruptions ripple through industries and consumers, with higher production costs translating to steeper prices. Balancing economic resilience with competitive markets, these shifts are redefining global trade, with long-term implications for industries worldwide. Number 1. The path forward: resilience and collaboration. In response to escalating trade tensions, nations are diversifying supply chains to reduce reliance on Chinese imports. Japan is investing heavily in semiconductor and critical mineral production, aiming for greater self-sufficiency in high-tech sectors like automotive and electronics. Taiwan, a global semiconductor leader, is forging stronger partnerships with Western nations, building chip fabrication plants in the US and Europe to address supply chain vulnerabilities. Similarly, the US, supported by initiatives like the CHIPS and Science Act, is enhancing domestic production in semiconductors, renewable energy, and materials like lithium and cobalt. While these strategies boost resilience, they require significant investment and time to implement. Policymakers must balance economic protectionism with global collaboration to ensure stability and foster innovation in a shifting geopolitical landscape. The verdict: navigating a fragmented trade world. The US-China trade war is reshaping global industries, disrupting supply chains, increasing costs, and slowing innovation in automotive, technology, and energy sectors. Automakers face rising production costs and limited consumer options, while supply chain issues threaten access to critical components like semiconductors. Renewable energy markets are also impacted, with trade policies affecting materials like rare earth elements. As trade tensions evolve, the key question remains: can nations balance self-reliance with global collaboration, or do protectionist policies hinder progress? We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Don't hold back. For the latest updates in the automotive world and more deep dives into industry trends, make sure to subscribe to Piston Pundit and hit that notification bell. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.